Okay, here's the heart that I dissected. The first thing that I will be showing you is the aorta, which falls right in here. And the aorta is a large artery that emerges from the left ventricle and carries blood to the systematic circuit. So that'd be right in here. The next one is the apex, and that falls more towards the bottom of the heart. And the apex is the pointed end of the heart consisting of muscle from the left ventricle. So then the next part that I'll talk about are the ventricles. There's the left and the right. So the left is here and the right is here. And those are chambers of the heart. And then the next thing I'll talk about is the arteries. So there's an artery that falls right within the heart by the tricuspid valve, right in here. And the artery is a blood vessel that carries blood away from the heart. The next thing that I will talk about are the atriums. So there are right and left atriums. So the right one and then the left one, and those are more near the top of the heart. And the atriums are one of two upper chambers of the heart. And then the auricle, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's more over here. And that is an ear-like flap made of muscle from the atria, but it's harder to see with a heart. Okay, so the next part that I'll talk about is the base of the heart, which is right here. And that is where this is the attachment for all of the blood vessels that are in the heart. The next will be the bicuspid valve. So that's gonna be right in here. It's called the bicuspid valve because it has two parts to the valve. And then the next will be the tricuspid valve, which is found up here. And as the bicuspid valve, the tricuspid valve has three. And then the brachiocephalic trunk, that is another part of the heart, but that lays more right up here by the aorta. And then the next will be the chordinae tendineae, and then that is going to be near the right side of the ventricle, right over there. And then the other one will be the intraventricular septum, and that is just what divides the right and left ventricle. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. So the superior vena cava is going to be more towards the top of the heart, and then the inferior vena cava is going to be more towards the bottom of the heart. So the superior vena cava is a large vein that returns blood from the upper regions of the heart, and then vice versa for the inferior vena cava. It is a large vein that returns blood from the lower part of the heart. Next, I'm going to talk about the papillary muscle. So that falls within the left ventricle right in here. The papillary muscle is the muscles anchoring the chordinae tendineae to the valves. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the semilunar valve. And the semilunar valve, there are two of them, and they fall up here. It's the aortic semilunar valve and then the pulmonic semilunar valve. And then the next thing is a vein, and veins just kind of run right through here in the heart. It's obviously hard to see within here because there's no active blood. The thing I'll talk about is the trabeculae carneae, and that is, so within the heart as well, it'll be hard to see, but those are the ridges that folds on the walls of the ventricle.